History.
Okay, so where do rubber bands come from?
Rubber bands. If I'm not mistaken, it was between the Renaissance era, and it was between the 1776. It was probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. King Augustus V required for all the subjects in his little kingdom, it was a kingdom, to be entertained not just by food and not just by the women who dressed up in corsets and corsets, but also to be entertained by the musicians. And he had top of the line musicians. This guy was known for his musicians. They had the accordion, they had the ukulele, the DJs, the whole 9 yards. Well, this particular time, the king wanted to see something different. He said, I saw everything already. I see the same stuff all the time, the same floor arrangements. I see the same parade of horses. He wanted to see something different. So he said, let's combine the fashion of the time with the musicians. So they were lining up in a row, and one of the groups came, and they had flowery dresses on, and he's like, no. And then one of the group of musicians came, and they had on next to nothing. And he was like, no. And then the last group of musicians came, and they had on rubber outfits, inner and outer outfits. And he was like, this group of musicians, this band, I'm going to call them Rubber Band. So that band became known as Rubber Band. And back in the day, they needed merchandise. So what they did was they took part of their outfits and made little thin slices of their shirts and handed them out to the audiences at their events, their festivals. And from there, we continue that tradition by actually wearing these things called rubber bands, based on the first rubber band was actually a band of people that wore rubber back in the day.